Justin is on the right, Mike on the left. Okay. Cool. Those are interesting sleeves. Now it is a little bit more rare, correct me if I'm wrong, Caden, to see art sleeves in a competitive REL match, right? Like you don't see that a lot, right?
Well, so one would think that that's what. But for me personally, I actually like using art sleeves.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, normally, especially whenever you go to the higher up big events, or even an event like this, some people do like to just use opaque sleeves.
Yeah.
But I'm a really big fan of using art sleeves, and I really like the feel of the newer ones that are coming out. It's going to be really awesome.
It looks like Mike S might have his deck triple sleeve. Looks like he has the outer sleeves like from Dragon Shield. I just picked up a set of those for one of my commander decks, and I like triple sleeve in decks. It's just carrying them is super bulky and shuffling is kind of bulky, but your cards feel like a tank. But it's just to the point of really protecting those nice art sleeves. So.
Looks like we have a mold of 5 for the Reanimator player.
Oh wow, okay, yes, I found that. Okay, wow, that's tough, man. Because Justin could just drop like, boom, turn 1, I'm doing stuff.
So the Reanimator player, he's playing pretty stock. He's playing 4 Tameo, 2 Brazen Borrow, Petty Theft, 1 Archon of Cruelty, 1 Atraxa. He's got 4 Reanimate. He's got 4 Entomb. 1 single copy of Animate Dead. And he's also got a single Tainted Indulgence and the Clean to Dust for his main deck. And then let's take a look and see what Justin's got going on.
Okay, we got a Thoughtseize turn 1. Looks like it's in Japanese, I assume. Okay, so I see...
It's Japanese or Chinese.
Yeah.
It's an Asian language.
Yeah, I see a Sneak Attack, Show and Tell, Ponder. I don't know what that newer alt art card is next to Ponder. In between the Ponder and the Ancient Tomb.
Is that a Brainstorm?
I don't know. And then there's obviously we have some glare next to the 2 cards underneath Ancient Tomb. So it looks like a Volcanic is the one of them. I don't know what the bottom card is.
It is harder to tell. Maybe a Fetchland, maybe a Mystery Rainforest.
Put my mark on. I will up to the TV. I think it's a land. Yeah, I think it's also a volcanic. I think there's 2 volcanics on the bottom, chat.
Thank you, Bender. Appreciate that feedback. So Sneak and Show, he does have like 4 Traxa, 3 Emrakul for what he's going to be putting into play with his Show and Tell. He has a single copy of Omniscience and 4 Sneak Attacks. And the rest of his deck is try to protect the combo, and also running a very one of the newer cards. It's running 4 stock ups in his list.
Those are a cool card. I have not picked up stock up. I know it's like a $9 or $10.
It is an expensive uncommon.
It's expensive uncommon, which is part of the reason why I haven't picked it up. But now, folks, you play Vintage. Now, folks are playing stock up in Vintage, right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially the Luris players, because it gives them it's a more expensive way to be able to dig deeper in their deck and find the 2 cards that they would like in a situation. Being able to spend 3 mana and maybe being able to pick up Ancestral Time Walk out of your top 5.
Okay.
Stock up. It feels like it's really expensive because probably just because nobody's really wanting to open Aether Drift.
I had 0 desire, chat, to open any Aether. And I like cars. I'm a big race cars, all that stuff. But it's not that I don't want my food touching race cars and Magic, but just nothing in that set excited me. And I'm not just completely dunking on it, but that is a good card. I do need to pick it up. So.
It has the same things going for it for price wise for it to stay a higher price. Just similar to the Surveil Lance. It's an uncommon, so theoretically it's easier to find, but for whatever reason, stock up feels like it's the rare of the uncommon.
Yeah, that's the way Fatal Push was back when Aether Revolt dropped.
It was a $5 uncommon.
I remember opening one of the random Planeswalkers everyone forgot, and I remember feeling bad, like, hey, I really need Fatal Pushes. I'm trading one of the new Mythic Planeswalkers for Fatal Push. I don't look back on it.
Saheeli and Chandra.
Yeah, it was one of those because I needed the Fatal Push, and it was still a good trade. So. Those are good-looking undergrounds. Holy cow! That Mike has, and I signed one by Rob Alexander. He has Grace's signature on a lot of dual lands. Pretty common to see, but that's good looking. I think they're 4 black border, maybe. They look nice.
It looks like we do have a sneak attack that got to resolve in play.
Yeah. Brainstorm. Okay. I've seen a lot of Mercanian Mass brainstorms today.
Seems to be the more
Yeah,
popular.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Nobody wants to use the Final Fantasy brainstorm.
Yeah. The busy art. I mean, yeah, like, or the J Spellbook one. I'm the only guy that I know that likes that one, so like I'm happy with keeping it.
Most folks that are casting brainstorms have probably been casting brainstorm for a lot longer than I have.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty notorious like popular for like standard and modern, not really for any format older than that. I do have good knowledge on these formats because I've dabbled in them. But I'm a really big fan of standard. We have rotation coming up here soon, and that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, that's nice. But standard, the card pool now is it lasts 3 years?
Last 3 years. Sure
God, it's almost like extended, right? It's almost like mini extended. Like
yeah, we had children in standard format for 3 years, just like we had ley line binding.
Yeah, that's
that card very much overstayed its welcome, and thankfully it is gone.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a huge standard player, but it's nice to see folks playing 60-card competitive Magic. So always props to that. If it's on a Pro Tour or anything, I'll tune in and see what's going on. Okay.
Looks like we have a Ponder on the stack. He shows his opponent 3 lands. He says, no thank you.
I don't know why you do that, but okay, sure.
Maybe he was just showing us, but it was definitely up enough that I imagine if I was, maybe he's friends with Justin.
Yeah. You got a blind one off the top from that Ponder, the retro framed Dan Scott. So
see if Justin's able to sneak a creature into play. Mike is tapped out, and as far as I know, he doesn't have any instant speed removal spells. I don't think he's running any snuff outs. And even if he was, he has Atraxa and he has Emrakul, so those have protection for those spells.
So you mentioned it earlier, Caden, that I did not realize Reanimator only plays 2 fatties now. They're playing 1 Atraxa and 1 Archon of Cruelty. That is wild. My little brother, who still has like Rakdos, like kind of boomer Reanimator, if you will, but he's playing still like was it 3 or 4 Bristlebrands. Like, and I actually, our last Magic thing, I was like, dude, you need to play Atraxa. I'm gonna go buy you at least one. And it was like 20 some odd. So I bought an Atraxa. Put this in your deck. Next time we play, resolve this and go to buy more. So, but yeah, I did not realize that they were that lean on resources. So, or like impactful spells. So, okay, the deck's that efficient. I guess I can get away with it. So,
yeah, it almost feels like it's almost like a Dimir tempo deck splashy reanimate spells.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the difference between them, whether they're running reanimate or if they're running like the Nethergoyf Borrowed Goyf package. So it looks like we have a City of Traders and an Ancient Tomb in play for Justin. So he only has 2 blue sources and 1 red source. Makes me wonder if he... Looks like he hasn't drawn any of his creatures yet. Okay, he's going to activate Sneak Attack now. Does put in an Atraxa in play.
okay.
Let's see what he's able to find off the top.
There we go. Big Atraxa. She's
finds a show and tell.
Reveal the top 10. Correct? You get 1 of each card type. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so. Okay, yeah.
Plenty of Lotus Petals to grab for an artifact.
Okay.
Look, I see a Force of Will, and it appears Mike said no thank you, I'm full.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Mike values his time, wants to hit the sideboard and run it back. Beautiful Emrakul, Big Mom Emrakul signed by Mark Tadine. I have one of those I run in my Legacy post list. I run a 1 of, but you said that Justin's running 3. Emrakul is just such a fun card to resolve. So.
Yeah, I myself have. I was running a collector cage deck of sorts, and I want to say modern, right around when MH3 came out.
Yeah.
And I managed to get my Emrakul signed.
Nice.
Just kind of keep them on standby for. You never know when. Sometimes you need them as a 1-up in the sideboard if Mill becomes really popular modern.
Yep. he'll
just
bring it
never
in.
know.
So if they mill out, then
Yeah,
yeah, that's good.
And if they hit it with Tasha's Hideous Laughter, it counts as 15 of the 20.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's cool.
So, in either way, it feels nice. So let's take a look at what the sideboard options that these guys have. So for Justin, he has 3 Grafdigger's Cage. He has a couple of Consign the Memories. I don't really see that coming in. Maybe Magus of the Moon. I can see that. He does have a couple of Pyroblast. He has a Disruptor Flute. I don't really see that being that popular, wanting to bring in. Mm-hmm. And he does have a Mistrise Village if he's concerned about his spells resolving.
I love that card.
Which
that's such a cool
for
card.
folks at home that don't know what Mistrise Village is, it's a land out of Dragonstorm, Tarkir Dragonstorm, and it enters tapped unless you control a mountain or a forest. You can tap for blue, or you can pay a blue and tap it. The next spell you cast this turn can't be countered. So if he's worried about his spells resolving, which it might certainly be, he can bring this land in and just go ahead and push his spells through.
I picked one of those up for my Commander VV deck in foil. It's a good looking card, and it's a lot of fun. So.
All right, let's see here, and then for Mike. His sideboard, he's got a few Bargoys. He also has Dothy Voidwalkers, Force Negations. I can see those coming in.
For sure, the Sneak and Show, absolutely.
I can see Pithing Needle to name Sneak Attack.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
And Children's Edict, which would get around Emrakul's protection and would also kill an Atraxa.
Okay.
It doesn't stop the Atraxa trigger, but I can see these cards coming in just to at least protect himself from some spells.
Okay.
So Dimir Reanimator be on play for game 1. Now, notably, if Mike was able to somehow Thoughtseize an Atraxa into the graveyard, he could then reanimate that.
Reanimate Justin's
Atraxa.
that's a little trick the Reanimator players pull, right? Like, I'm going to make you discard your best thing, and I'm going to reanimate and put it on my side of the board, which is pretty sick.
And I imagine if I was in Mike's shoes, that would be something that I would be really interested in trying. He doesn't have as many card types to be able to grab because he's not playing Kaido, so he doesn't have like the Planeswalker type or anything like that.
Okay.
And we do have that turn 1 Thoughtseize, like I said, and he has Sneak Attack and Show and Tell and Grafdigger's Cage.
God,
oh man!
Right for the picking, chat.
Wasteland, Lotus Petal. Is that a
chat?
Chalice
What
of the Void?
would you be picking if you were Mike? If you looked at Justin's
Chalice of the Void.
Yeah, if you see Mike's, if he's looking at Justin's hand, which is just pretty awesome. What are you taking?
If I was in Mike's shoes, oh man, that would be tough.
Is it the Grafdiggers?
You're almost forced to.
But hold on, it's got to be Show and Tell, right? Because he's got a Petal and he's got an Ancient Tomb, so he can unlock. But I mean, Mike could also have like a.
He does take the show. He does take the Show and Tell.
Okay, yeah.
So certainly means that we're gonna have a turn 1 Ancient Tomb, unless he drew another land. Maybe cast Lotus Petal to go ahead and just resolve this Grafdigger's Cage, and then play Chalice of the Void. Goes in, plays out Grafdigger's Cage, 1 mana floating. Does not play out the Chalice. Okay, so Mike gets another opportunity to play out some 1 mana spells. Looks like another Thoughtseize.
We've seen a ton of Thoughtseize today, chat. Holy cow.
Justin does let it resolve. And he drew an Emrakul. So he could take the payoff, or he could take the Sneak Attack. Because the Sneak Attack would certainly come into play if he draws a land. It's definitely one of those two. I don't see it being any other card.
Okay.
He opts to take... What is that card?
Thoughtseize.
What did Thoughtseizes take? Did it?
Oh, I didn't
Is that
see.
a Show and Tell that he took? It's hard to tell because of it
Let
being
me
a foreign
see.
language spell.
Oh yeah, I can't tell.
The glare is a little hard. So the pane that we have between the two tables, one of them has better look at the cards and has a closer view, but then we also have to. Oh, it looks like we're just going to go ahead and have a concession here. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, okay.
So we cast a sneak attack.
Surveil land.
Is this like is this a shortcut of a daze? Feels like it's a shortcut daze. I'm guessing that's what happened. Plays out an engineered explosives for the anticipated Grafter's Cage.
Okay.
Notably, Justin does still have a Chalice of the Void in his hand, and opts to not play it.
Just played a new land. I don't know what that is.
Goes in and cracks.
Oh, another ancient tomb. Is it 2 tombs? He has.
Yeah, it looks like
two
two
tombs.
tombs.
Okay.
He has it right there, perfect where the glare is.
Yeah.
It's a volcanic island.
Yeah.
So he has plenty of mana sources. He's not short on that. Just like Mike's not short on it.
I'm really surprised Justin's not going to stick the chalice.
Unless it had to have been Thoughtseize.
Okay, I don't know the new art of that card. Chat,
I'm pretty sure that is Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Okay. Well, he grabbed a whole handful of cards. That makes sense. Cool.
He grabbed 3 cards. If he just kept them there, then we would know it was Ponder. If he puts them into his hand, it's got to be Brainstorm.
I don't know. There's probably chat, 15 or 20 different types of art for Brainstorm nowadays. It's been reprinted and Secret Layers and all these other, specialty products and stuff. There's a million of them. So it's certainly a staple of the format here in Legacy.
Feels like it's a lot of draw, a lot of cantrips, and a lot of pass go because they're both worried about trying to run into each other.
Third Thoughtseize? Jeez. Okay, Emrakul, she's gone, so that means shuffle everything back, right?
Yep.
Okay. That was the only legal target. What's that land below Ancient Tomb? Or is that City Traders?
It's a City of Traders on top.
Gotcha.
It's hard to tell. Maybe a fetch land on the bottom.
Oh, it's the, is it Surveil land? I think.
Oh, Thundering
Falls.
Falls.
Or is that a Steam Net?
It's a Thundering Falls, I think.
Thundering Falls,
I think you're right, to be honest.
Okay. I didn't know if that deck is so greedy on mana. I think you're right, Thundering Falls, yeah. Thundering Falls. Okay, thanks, Funky.
And he does with the Surveil land, he mills over Force of Will. Draws another land.
Need some action, guys. Is that a fetch land that Justin just drew?
Yeah, and he just opts to pass, which is interesting.
Mike is cracking, grabbing a underground. 16. Yep. Right, Ponder. Is that a really nice art force negation? Full art force negation, I think.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good looking. This is a much slower match, or this
Than
game
what
at
we-
least.
than what
oh
we
yeah,
see.
I mean, Sneaky
Lot
Show,
less
like,
action
we're
going
gonna
on.
we're gonna do the thing. It's gonna go fast, right? In Reanimator, like come on. But it's just like
Bunch
brinksmanship,
of thought
I guess,
seizes and a lot of counter magic.
Yeah. Everyone's trying not to win. They're trying not to lose. My impression, like they're playing it really tight magic. You know, trying to make sure that they sequence their plays right. So, where we were at. Another volcanic.
Yeah, he's definitely flooding. Which the shirts that they're selling this year for the Landrun, it has kind of like the old Oregon Trail style on it.
Oh yeah.
And you can see on it where it says.
You can flip the camera. Yeah, chat. We're gonna hop on the screen for a second.
While,
show you
while
the
the
shirt.
while the game is going a little slow.
Yeah.
I'll show you the shirt that they have right now. It's the Oklahoma Landrun for the 2025. You can kind of see the Oregon Trail, and instead of "you have died of dysentery," it says "you have died of mana flood."
Yeah.
It's yeah, they have all kind of different sizes. So even someone with a little bit bigger size, I was able to get a shirt for me.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a good looking shirt. And a lot. I don't know how many folks in chat group on playing the Oregon Trail back in elementary school, back in the late '80s, early '90s. But it was a cool game. You go hunting and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, so reanimate.
So I do finally have a reanimate dead animate dead, and he does get an Atraxa, just like I was talking about earlier.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh my gosh.
Looks like it's going to get 3 card types.
Okay, we're screwed.
And Justin does
we're
go
done.
and
Yeah, we're
concede.
done. He doesn't want anything about that life. So we're going to game 3, right?
That's correct.
Wow. Okay. Getting your own Atraxa reanimated. Wow. Okay. So, Caden, what is your impression of the legacy format right now? I know online there's a lot of rhetoric. There's a lot of folks in the commentator space and stuff. But there's a lot of friction and challenges, and X, Y, Z should be banned. And from my perspective, it seems like a lot of witch hunting. I don't have an issue with it. Like there's good cards. People are playing powerful decks, but and obviously this is like a pretty high stakes tournament, so you're going to see a disproportional amount of Dimir Reanimator and other top end decks. But I don't feel like the format is completely oppressed. I know that Control's lost a lot of favor, right? But
I don't think there's enough to warrant any kind of bans. I don't think.
Okay.
I think you're right in saying that it feels like the format's healthy enough that you probably don't need any changes. I will say that I'm not versed enough in Legacy. I don't have nearly as much games involved to be able to give a completely 100% opinion on it. But from my viewing, from the outside, looking in, and it feels very similar to like what Standard's going through as of right now, where we just don't have a change.
Yeah.
Dimir mid-range just kind of flooded the format. That's taken over 20%. Even though Dimir is also taking over in Legacy, and for a short time it felt like Doomsall Spells is also doing its thing online at least.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any changes are needed, and I feel like that there's enough fight in the format that you could play pretty much whatever you want to if you actually wanted to. I feel like the format's fine.
Yeah, and I do understand that the metas are definitely between what folks are grinding online with what people are showing up to events at in paper, when people are grinding in
Right.
paper. But as a guy who plays exclusively in paper, whether it's webcam or at a local weekly, thankfully we have a bunch of good LGSs around here in Oklahoma that have events and stuff. I don't have a problem with it, so the format's fine. Yep, blue black Dimir UB Dennis. Yeah, I concur. I concur.
All right, shuffle it up for game 3. See Justin and Mike, Dimir versus Sneak and Show.
And we got 21 minutes left in this round, chat, for round 3. Now, while they're shuffling up, were you a fan, Caden, of the new Final Fantasy cards? If it was different arts or actual new cards, like what did you like? Or
I was definitely a fan. I'm still a fan of the draft format of Final Fantasy.
I've heard it's great. Yeah,
it is
London,
really,
awesome.
really
okay.
fun.
Yeah.
There is a lot of great plays, a lot of different ways that you can build.
Yeah.
You're not. It's not like certain formats where there's like just one particular combination that if you're not playing the color combination, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Like in Lord of the Rings, Rakdos was like the color combination you had to play. If you weren't playing Rakdos, you were already going to be behind.
Okay.
It doesn't feel that way in Final Fantasy. Now there are certain bomb cards like Dion. There's also Summon Bahamut. That's also a really good card to stick. That one's a mythic, so it's a little bit harder to get.
That's the colorless summon card.
It's a 9-mana colorless spell. Dion's
cool.
a white rare. And that card, if that thing lands and it doesn't die immediately, it will take over games.
I didn't know that.
But there are some really, really cool cards like simple, uncommon Sausage Chocobo, 1 green, 0/1,
Landfall,
whatever.
Right?
Landfall, put
cool,
a counter on it.
That's cool.
It's a cool card. There's a lot of cool plays in the format. It's really fun. I've enjoyed it.
Okay.
Now, whenever it comes to cards out of the format, like there are certain cards that I've been a big fan of. One of them that is one of my personal favorites is Ibit Selch. It's a 3-mana, it's blue, black, and 1, 2/4 with vigilance.
Okay.
When it enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card, discard a card.
Okay.
And its backside, and then it says at the beginning of your upkeep, you have 14 or more cards in your graveyard, transforms into a Yogwill.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's a
Okay,
Yogwill on your turn, and it's a big fat dude too. It's like a 6/6 or an 8/8. It's
okay. I gotta look into that. Okay.
And then so I'm looking to play a copy of that in my Dimir list. Looking to play a couple of Sephiroths. That card's really good
love
too.
that card. I picked up one for my commander deck.
The
I was a
art for
huge fan
Sephiroth
back
is
then.
awesome. The art for Cloud is awesome. There's a lot of really cool arts. And then, like I said, Brainstorm art is really awesome. So it looks like we did have a thought cease from the Dimir player. We get to see that Justin
He went
had
to
a
6.
really harsh mulligan, and
Yeah.
he has a handful of lands.
It's not where Sneak and Show wants to be right now, right?
No,
They
so
wanna-
he kind of has to hit like runner. It's kind of like one of those poker sayings that like his chances of winning aren't going to be too high because of how many cards he's going to have to hit in a row to be able to succeed. He doesn't get a lot more draws than you do in poker, but it does feel like that Dimir is going to have him on the back foot, although he has no lands in play. So there is that.
Okay. Yeah, he just used a daze. Okay, so now we've got Show and Tell mana, but
Draws a Graph Digger's Cage. Okay.
That's good. It's a fine Magic card. What did he just flip?
He flipped over a Thoughtseize,
Okay, yeah.
knowing that Justin has only lands, and
Yeah, that's
pretty
good-
much
good
anything
card.
he draws, if it's not a land, he
He's
can
gonna
just
smash
cast it.
Yeah, he's gonna smash it. Okay. Let's see if Justin can pull this off. I don't
He
know.
is thinking like as if he's drawn some number of non-lands.
One thing I like to call attention, I know that we've watched some other Dimir tempo lists, and this is true Dimir Reanimator. Have we seen Entomb this match? I don't think I've seen
I have not seen a
I have
single
not seen
Entomb
Entomb.
cast.
To be clear, chat, isn't Entomb the boogeyman that everyone's claiming? Oh, woe is me. This needs to be banned in the format. Like, we're on game 3. Mike is playing a really solid competitor that is Justin Gennari with The sneak and show. Yeah, that's interesting.
So it looks like we have a hard cow sneak attack. We have a brainstorm on the stack in response to it.
Okay.
And he does have mana to pay for daze, so daze is not really going to be an option here. It has to be force of will or force negation.
Okay. That is scary with a sneak attack in play. Justin's got the mana to activate it, right? It's 3 in a red. Force of will. Ah, shoot. Okay.
Does
on the stack.
Does find the force of will. Pitches is one of Atraxa.
Shoot. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's one of Atraxa. I'm going to double check that. Make sure I'm not fibbing.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier. I think it was one of Atraxa.
It says one of Atraxa. So he only has Arcana Cruelty as a target anymore in his own deck.
That's kind of okay.
Now, notably, he could counter. He could find a way to get an Atraxa in Justin's graveyard to be able to reanimate, but it's going to be really tough for him to be able to find another target.
I'm just surprised at the threat density, but then again, I'm not in round 3 of the Landrun right now running Reanimator, so Mike must know. But I'm just surprised that there's only 2 big hits. So.
And notably, we're only showing. We've only been showing undefeated, so both of these players are 2-0.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Off to the races. Yeah. Plenty of manas from both players.
So it looks like we do have a Petty Theft on an adventure, so we have Brazen Borrower that can be flashed in later.
Okay.
Bins and Arcana Cruelty.
Okay. Good magic card.
So this is Entomb that sent that Archon into the graveyard. We'll see if he has a Reanimate. He has 2 cards left in hand. He does have the Reanimate. So this is the last target that he was able to find because of Entomb. He's going to lose 8 life.
Wow.
Down to 7, but then he's going to immediately draw a card, gain 3, and Justin's going to lose 3 down to 15. He's going to discard one of his many lands.
Archon is such a painful card to have in play for more than a couple turns because it just starts to snowball.
It does.
Right?
It does. Yeah, it is very much a snowball card. And if you're a single creature deck, it's very much like how Justin is. It's really tough to come back from.
Yeah, exactly. Just because it's going to start an avalanche, right? It's got the ETB trigger. It's got the attack trigger. It's going to start swinging the life totals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now there is a world where Justin, if he was able to resolve the sneak attack, or looks like he's that is a stock up.
Okay.
He's going to look at the top 5, put 2 of those cards in his hand, and see if he can find a way out of this.
Justin's certainly on the back foot here, right? He's got to be.
Yeah, at this moment, Justin's definitely in the hot seat. I'm sure he has a land to play here. He has a Lotus Petal. Maybe we'll be going for a show and tell here.
It's a lot of life.
Going down to 13. This is another stock up. Okay.
Really digging.
Finds a sneak attack, force of will. Don't know if he has a creature in play. It's a little harder to tell. He's going to evaluate, see what's going on, see if he's able to find a way out of this hole. Because whatever that Archon attacks, it's going to be for 9. Both from 3 from the attack, from the trigger,
yeah, it's a big
and
swing.
6 from his attack.
It's a huge swing.
So he would go down to 4, while Mike would be going up to 13.
And that's going to really put a pinch on all that Ancient Tomb mana, right? Attacking the tomb to taking 2 damage.
Yeah, he could only really afford one more Ancient Tomb activation.
Okay, let's see. Mike's turn. He's drawing. There's that swing.
Go and get in that swing. Go from 7. He's going to go from 13. He's going to go to 10. They're going to swap life totals. You have 6 more coming at you. He's going to take it down to 4.
Jeez.
See, Justin was able to find an answer with both of those tacos.
This is the turn. This is the pivotal turn, Chad.
It has to be pretty much exactly sneak attack into Emrakul that Johan's torn. I don't see any other way out of this.
He's shuffling.
So he is going to go down to 2. Okay. He's leaving a red source with Lotus Petal in play. It is sneak attack. There's a force negation hard cast.
Whoa.
Here's force blue card.
Here we go. Fight.
Force blue card.
Force.
Force blue card. Force blue card.
Right. Oh man. Okay, I'm trying to keep it straight. Holy cow.
Alright, so force will counter the force. Force negation will counter sneak attack.
Okay, yes, we're clearing up the stack. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack does not resolve.
Is that GG's?
That's got to be GG.
That's got to be it, right?
1/2 goes to 1, plays a show and tell, puts in an Emrakul, but it's going to die to the Archon.
Oh, because he has. Is it sacrifice a creature?
It's sacrifice.
That's it. We're shaking hands.
That's
game, Chad.
Mike takes it.
That was that's a battle. That was a fun match.
There you have it, folks.
Wow.
Mike takes it down with Dimir Reanimator. And Justin Gennari, he goes down. I am actually level 1. You can go check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We'll give him that shout out. I know he gave us a shout out for his Twitch stream, for our Twitch stream.
I saw that, yeah, on his video the other day. Yep.
Definitely go check him out. He showcases different vintage decks all the time. I've watched him a bit myself.
Yep.
Very good vintage player. Very sound to listen to and very nice to watch, or at least have in the background if you're a background listener on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll be back for round 4. We still got a little bit to go. We'll have another matchup for you. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Chad.
Match. We'll go ahead and get these names and deck list updated. And they're going to game 3. And it looks like it's going to be Steven versus Joel.
That was a really cool match.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch.
Good match, some really tight magic by some really top tier players playing some really top meta decks, so a lot of fun. So we have Joel on Breakfast, and Caden's updating the other players, Steven on Bant Nadu. So, but Breakfast plays Nadu as well, right? It's just a different.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just basically Nadu v Nadu deck. They're both Nadu decks. Okay.
Yeah. So for the Bant Nadu list for Steven, he's on Nomads and Core. Very similar list to what we saw earlier. He's also running a Scythe Cat Cub. Which that's a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever a land enters, put a counter on a target creature you control. But the second time this resolved, double the number of counters. Instead, it itself has trample, so it's similar to a Bristly Bill Trigger. Instead, it's not legendary, so it doesn't die until legend roll. And then he also has an Uro in his main deck. And then we'll see if we see if Joel's list is pretty standard for a Cephalid breakfast list. He's running 4 Cephalids, 4 Nadus, 4 Nomads, 2 Narcomoebas, so only 2 Narcomoebas instead of 3, so it doesn't.
Okay.
2 Tamios, 1 Thassadoracle, and he is running that Dread Return to be able to bring back that Thassadoracle.
Okay.
And he also has a Memories Journey and 2 Shukos. Out of his sideboard, he has a couple Fairy Macabres, a couple of Force Negations, Ghost Vacuum, maybe even a Pithing Needle to bring in for the countering, like Encore.
Okay.
And a Swords to Plowshare, probably even to Fairy Time Raveler. And then, let's see here, for Steven, he has a couple of Carpet of Flowers. It could be something that he would be interested in bringing in.
Okay.
And then he has a couple of Vela Summers, and that looks like about all that he has. He doesn't have very much for the mirror match or for breakfast.
Okay. Is that Delighted Halfling on Steven's side? Just
That is a Delighted Halfling.
You know, we've seen a handful of cards from Lord of the Rings. Delighted Halfling, seen that on the battle space a couple times a day. We've seen a lot of Orcish Bowmasters. Haven't seen a One Ring at all. Again, another card that has been, woe is me, the sky's falling, ban the One Ring. I'm a One Ring enjoyer myself. I've got 4 of in my Eldrazi post list, but I just want to call that to attention. We haven't seen One Ring running amok here today. I'm sure that there's plenty out there.
We have looked at 5 different matches, and that's 10 different players.
Yeah, we haven't seen any One Rings, so trying to maybe talk people off the ledge on all the pitchforks and stuff for all the legacy cards we're seeing. So. Put my hands up. Because the cord is just too short and it won't reach out. So I can leave my battery pack and it'll just charge it for an hour.
He did flood really heavily, MJ. No, you did it. We feel like you did a fairly good job of playing. The pitching attractions to the Force of Will made it to where like you're 1 out to be able to reanimate something with either reanimating his Atraxis or putting in your Archon, and you're able to find your Archon. So that won you the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Congrats.
And having the double force to being able to fight off his 1 out and being able to sneak attack and an Emrakul into play. That was nice.
Yeah, stepping into round 4 of the Landrun, 3-0, and you just wrapped up a really tough match with Justin Gennari. That'd be pretty solid. That's where I'd want to be, right?
That's where I'd
want to be. I want to be on that side of the ledger. Yeah, good games. Congrats. Lots of good-looking OG duels out here. Obviously, these are the Bant duels for both players with Savannah, Tundra, and Tropical Island. But those look good. Oh, that's the first, I think, Urza Saga we've seen today. Is that correct, there, Caden?
That is the first one that we've seen in play today.
Yeah, awesome card. So, and that's one of the cephalids, right?
Yeah, that's what the cephalid breakfast player.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, because they're traditionally trying to they're trying to search for like either Shukos or
okay.
Things of that
you got a
nature.
handshake. Was that Joel taking the match?
I don't think so.
Or is that Steven? I saw a handshake. I don't know who initiated it though.
Maybe he's talking about, maybe this is the things I could have done to prevent this. Okay, so it is over. So it looks like Breakfast took it down.
Okay.
Against Nadu player. So we're going to go ahead and call that for this round, and we'll be back for round 4. Thank you, guys.
I'm going to go put this on the charger.